Okay guys, today we're going to try something. I've already done one molding video. I can fix this a little bit. Today what I did, all my dry is in here, not mixed yet. I've got my wet in here, and what I did was I let it sit the whole time. I did this first, and then I sifted my stuff 3 times. So now what we do, I've got all the stuff that's supposed to be in here. I'm not going to be giving any secrets for those that don't have the recipe, but I'm just going to show, hopefully this cooperates, because I've been hearing from people that they think it may be too dry. So I'm going to test a theory. I checked the humidity. Actually, I haven't checked the humidity yet right now. Crap. When I did this the other day, it was like 50... I think it was 52% humidity. So I'm hoping, and we've got the heat on too, so this might have something to do with it. But I really froth the crap out of this. Oh, my batteries are going too. Anyway, you get the idea. Hopefully this is enough. And like I said, it's been sitting. So I'm not going to bore you to death with that, but let's hope that that's mixed enough. Here's my dry. I'm going to make a little well in there. We're going to add this. And you want to get every last drop, as much as you can, because every bit counts. And I'm not kidding, every bit counts. Okay, so that's that. And then I always get in here and I mix it with this first, really well. Like really well. And I hope I added everything. I'm pretty sure I did. Okay. So, I mix it until it's all kind of, you can see that. It's kind of glue. It's like not mixed very well Play-Doh. That's like the only way that I can describe it to you. You want to make sure you get it all in here. Keep it all in here, actually. And if I run out of video, I'm going to have to do a part 2, guys, so just fair warning here. Hopefully I don't run it too long, but you never know when you do stuff like this. You just never know. Get in there. Get in there. Okay, well, I think that's... I don't want to go overkill here, guys. I don't want to bore you to death. Okay, so, and then, very important, is your gloves. Okay. Get in there. Now you gotta get in there and really, oh, it's gonna be good today. I can feel it. Get in there really good. Now some of you, I've heard so many people say that it's so dry, and I've not had, see, I've not had the issue of it being dry. If anything, I get it and it's like this. It's too, almost too doughy. And I actually add in a little bit of extra, yeah, I may have to today again. Or you just let it sit and it will start solidifying up on you. So you could do that. You could let it sit, or you can add more. I don't know why I'm the only one that's having this issue. Huh. My recipe. It's funny, like I said, humidity and everything, it has to play a part. It just has to. When we were doing this before, it was in the summer, and you figure, oh, it was so dry and then so hot that we had to keep adding stuff to it, as in liquids. But this is, yeah, I'm going to have to add a little bit of dry to this, I think. Or I could just let it sit, but I don't think you guys have time and don't want to sit here and... You know what? I'm going to pause. I'll be back in 1 second, and I'm going to add a bit of dry, I think. Or let it sit. I'll tell you what I did in a minute. not working because I don't have fingers. Doesn't work with your gloves. Okay, I'm back. I had to add some more. I checked the humidity, and it's, well, the snake tank is like 78 degrees humidity, but I know in here it's like 20 degrees less than that. So we're like in the 50 something. So it's the same as it was the other day. It's about 58% humidity, something like that. 55. I'll just guess for that. So anyways, there's a blue piece in there still. Okay. I'll show you what it looks like after I get this off my fingers. Because it's going to be, this is what it looks like right now. It's like a perfect softish dough. It's sticking to my gloves only because my hands have, or my gloves have batter on it. So I am going to scrape off as much as I can off my hands. It's funny how the other version was so dry. But this is partly why I like this version too, actually. Okay, so we're gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna forget the gloves. What a waste. Get off, get off, get off. Okay. Alright. Okay, so here it is. Are you still recording? I'm gonna make sure here. Alright, here is the dough, batter, whatever you want to call it, and it's still... add a little bit more. Not a lot, because it'll start getting, it will start setting up on you. So I just added a little bit, and I'm just getting all the dry stuck to it right now and mixed in before it starts setting up on me. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna dump it out, and whatever dry is in here, I will go from there. And you guys can't see that. Can you see that there? Let's see if I can turn this. Can you see that? This is the dough. This is the wand dough for me. Like I said, it's on the idea. I was going to say a dry Play-Doh, but it does really depend on your version. And it's starting to stick. Oh, is it ever sticking now? Every day, every time I make this, it's a little bit different. Alright. I think I'm going to have to pause again, guys, and put some stuff down or just let it sit. I may have to let this sit just a second to firm up, so I will be back in a minute. Okay, sorry about that, I'm back, guys. Okay. I let it sit for a little bit, not long, not like a couple, maybe 2 minutes. I added some more. I had to add more dry. I just had to. It was sticking to the paper ridiculously. So I just put some on the paper, as you can see. But this is the dough. And if you let it sit for a few minutes, I don't know if you guys can see that texture. It will start firming up. Like, I will start actually having to push on it, and it'll be hard to push. So I'm just wondering if I should just let it sit until it starts getting firm, so you guys know what I'm talking about. I'll figure out how long it takes to get firm. Because right now, I'm afraid if I cut out shapes or roll it or whatever, we can try. Let's try. Because remember, I was showing you with the other version, you have to pack the molds. This version, for some reason for me, the last few times I've made it, I just can basically pretty much roll it out. Now, if it doesn't stick, which it's doing. Here comes my son. Okay, you know what? This has got to sit for a few minutes. I will be back again. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. I left it for maybe maybe 2 minutes max. This is the way I want it. It's like a stiffer type of Play-Doh. Now you should be able to roll it. We should be able to roll it. Let's see if I can do this without any too much mess. So you can roll it out. Here. To desired thickness. Move my tools here. And I think we're going to do a star first, so I'll just press the star in. There's your star. We'll push it out gently. Still a bit soft, but it's a little easier to manipulate than the other version. And like I said, why it does this, I'm sure it's to do with the temperature. That is the only possible explanation that I can give you. And then I like to, where's my flattener? There it is, hiding. So I take my flattener and I make it nice and flat, which I'm sure you can't see. So I'm gonna pop out another one here. Actually, while that's still soft, I'm gonna put a stick in it. And yes, I'm gonna use paper sticks today. There's my stick. Can you guys even, you can't even see this. There's my stick. There's my star. Yeah, I can't do it that way. I'm sorry, guys. I can move that. I should have moved it up higher. Okay, so my stick's in, and I'm going to leave it right there. I'll show you when it starts stiffening up. Now, here's the rest of the dough. And we're going to roll it out some more. I'm sorry you guys can't see this. This really, really sucks. I wonder if I can fold this here and make you guys a little bit higher. No, you need to be lower, don't you? Lower? Is lower going to work, or are we going to slide away? That might work. Okay. So I'm going to roll it out. And I'm going to take my cutter again. Cut out another star. There's my star. Here's my dough. Put it back down. Roll it out. I wanted to do a round one. I think we're just going to do stars today. So to take this one out still. See how it's in there nice and flat on the bottom. I'm just going to push it out to the top. Carefully not to put my fingerprints in it. If you do, you can just flatten it nice and smooth. Come on. Still a little finicky trying to get it out. There's the star. It needs to be flattened a bit. There's the star. And I'll take my stick and I'll flatten it after I get the stick in, because you want to have that pressure on it anyways. So I'll just take my little flatteny thing. Should actually dust it with a bit of the dry so that it doesn't stick when you do it. There's that one. I'll cut another one out. I should get 4 from this. You get about 4 this size anyway. So move him over there. Move you over there. Sorry, I just poked you. Let's put a fingernail mark. Okay. There's this one. It's okay if you put it in the soda when it's wet, it just wipes off when it's dry. If anything ever sticks when you're making doughs or anything, you can always just throw down some baking soda so it doesn't stick. Baking soda, cornstarch, whatever you got that's dry. That's not what I'm using, but that's what you can use. People who have the recipe know what I'm talking about. Okay. Tap, tap, tap. Get another stick. Poke it in. No pilot holes needed, but this one, when it's like this, it just works like a dream. And you can kind of fix the corners with your fingers. Mold it up nice how you like it. There's another one. And I should have enough here for one more. And then there's usually enough for like a little bit of a tester kind of thing. So just roll that out a little bit. I think we're going to get 4 stars. Look at that. There we go. Okay, just peel off the edge. That's my little bit of extra for my tester, or a mold, or whatever you want. There's that. You can put glitters on these if you want. You can put your candies on them if you want. You can put designs on them if you want. Those, you don't have to have just the, molds. You could just push that in. I think I'm going to actually see if I can make a butterfly with the leftover pieces that I have here. It's a little wet dough. I'm going to turn this one over. That's what I'll do. I'll turn it over. It's not a perfect star. When it starts hardening, you can really kind of fix it up so it looks better. Like I said, I'm just doing this one kind of quick. They're not, like, I'm going to fix them. I'm not going to leave them ugly. Just while they're soft, you can still kind of manipulate them. So there's that one. Yeah, it looks kind of like a starfish. I kind of squished it, but you get the idea. Yeah, it needs to be kind of fixed a bit. So there's that one. And you don't really want to move them once you put the stick in, because you want them to... Oh, that one's already firming up. Look at that. That's the first one I did, and it's already firming up because I'm not playing with it anymore. So once you have them done, here's the second one. It's a little bit softer. This one too, so I'm not going to muck with those too much. This one is the one I wanted to see if I could make a butterfly. If I have enough. This is my, it's not a, mold. It's just a kind that you would stamp in. So I'm just going to put it on, like so. Do I have a knife here somewhere? I did, but I don't know. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Should I take one of these? I don't know if I should do this. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So I'm just going to go around the mold like so. Trace the butterfly. Just pull off the extra dough. Okay, so there's my butterfly. It's not perfect by all means or any means, but what I'm going to do, if I can, I'm going to leave the top on. I'm going to put the stick in. Can I put the stick in? Yep. Let's see if we can pull the top off without really wrecking it. It's still a bit too soft, I think, to do this, so Yeah, that's what it's going to look like. But I'm going to leave that on there. I'm just going to leave that on there. Just like so. Fix it in the corner there. Actually, I might add some thickness to it while I got some extra dough here. This will be my experimental one. I'll take the stick out too. But anyways, you don't have to just do molds. You guys can like play with these, mold it, do whatever you want with it. It's quite fun. If you get the dough this texture, that's the trick. If the conditions are right, it's perfect. It turns out like this. It's great. So anyways, I'm going to leave that one sitting. That one's going to be my butterfly, and I'll show you it when it's done, when it's dry, later on. But I would just leave that and maybe just dust the back like that so it doesn't stick. And you can, mold it a bit so it doesn't stick. And as it starts getting hard, you can manipulate it a bit more. I'll leave that there. I'll put the stick in afterwards. So anyways, here's the first one I did. Already setting up, as you can see. If you guys get the dough this texture, you can go thinner. The stick stays in. The trick is, while it's soft, to like give it a squeeze all the way up, or put something flat on it. Roll it, flatten it with that. Same with this one. Any of them, actually, if they're a little bit misshapen, just fix them while they're still kind of doughy, soft. And once you've done them and mold them, though, don't touch them. Just leave them, or you'll get shapes. They'll come off the stick, they'll stretch, it'll just look ridiculous. Like, I would know what ridiculous is like, because I've made ridiculous. Anyways, I was just showing you that. Like everybody says, or not everybody, a few people have told me that it's super dry, and they've asked this, that, whatever. There's a trick to it, and I've told a few people that have asked me, if you guys are worried about it, or concerned, or say concerned, if you have questions as to why it may be dry, just message me, and I will do my best to help you. I just wanted to show you that the two versions actually work differently. One is more dry, the other is more dough, and it just depends on humidity, your temperature sometimes, but the last 3 times I've made this, it's been exactly like this. This is how the Minions worked. It's just different. I guess it depends, but anyways, I'm rambling on long enough. This has been a really long video that was not supposed to be this long. I just wanted to show you guys that, yes, you know what, you can, guess what, you don't have to fill a mold up. You can cut it, like I just did. I cut all these out with my cookie cutter, and there you go. Alright? I guess that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.